So dear student, I Rakesh Jain. Today I am going to teach you about how to make a power supply. Basically, in all kind of projects, in all kind of circuitry, we require a particular power supply section to convert the incoming AC into a particular DC which is required. For example, I just want to build a project in which the required power supply is 5 volt DC. I know that at home, generally in sockets at home, always the power supply is AC and the voltage is 230 volt AC. So how I can convert, yeah, what kind of circuit I have to build so that the incoming 230 volt AC will be converted into a 5 volt DC. That section, that circuitry is known as power supply section. So let's start the power supply section. So first of all, see this MS Paint file where I am going to teach you about how to make this circuit. Yes. So first of all, I just write down the name of the circuit. Today is 6th. And our topic is power supply section. How to make a power supply. And my goal is I want a plus 5 volt DC supply. And my goal is I want to make a plus 5 volt DC supply. And what I have, definitely I have 230 volt AC. It means my goal is how to convert a 230 volt AC into 5 volt DC supply. If you require 9 volt DC supply for your circuit, so it means how to convert 230 volt AC into 9 volt DC supply. Okay, plus 9 volt. If you require minus 9 volt, then the circuit will be something changed. So how it will change, I am going to explain. First of all, the first and foremost component which we have to use for making this is transformer. Which components we require? The first components required, I just written here. Components required for any kind of power supply. What kind of components required? The first one is transformer. First component which required to build is transformer. Transformer is a device which converts AC into AC. First of all, understand about this transformer. Transformer is a device which converts AC supply into AC supply. Yes, okay. But the output AC will be in decrease compared with the input AC, or the output AC is more than the input AC. That depends on which kind of transformer you use. So basically there are two kind of transformer. One is step up and one is step down. One is step up and the second one is step down. Generally all kind of electronic devices generally operate on 9 volt DC, 5 volt DC or 12 volt DC, not more than that. So generally we have to use only 12 volt, 9 volt and 5 volt only. So that's why for all kind of power supply circuitry, we use a step down transformer. It means the input AC is very, very greater and the output AC is low. So we require the step down transformer. So the transformer, when we, the basic symbol of there are two kind of transformer actually. The simple kind of transformer whose symbol is this one. Input consists of two wires, input winding, and the output winding also consists of two wires. So at the input side you will see when you purchase from the market, two wires are there, and the output side also consists of two wires. And the second one is center tap transformer, in which the input side consists of two wires and the output side consists of three wires. So to find out the plus 5 volt DC supply, we can use any kind of transformer, no problem. So let's suppose I use this simple transformer. So how they will looks like? So practically I am going to show you the transformer symbols. So how they practically looks like. So the simple transformer in which two primary and two secondaries are there looks like this one. Remember one thing always, that always the input side consists two wires and the output side always consists, so the input side always consists of red wire. How you understand that which one is input side, which one is output side? So when you purchase any transformer from the market, one side of wire may be of different color, but one side must be of red color. That red color wiring show you the input side. So these are inputs, and the output. So it means they are other of outputs. And the second one is center tape transformer. So that center tape transformer looks like this one. This image show you the center tape transformer. See here, the input side consisted. This one is input side, consists two wires for the input power supply, because we know that input side means we have to connect this side with the 2-pin cable to the power supply actually. So the phase and neutral, the two terminals of the power supply will be connected at the input side. And output consists 3 wires here, so it is a center tape transformer. But I require 5 volt DC supply, so I can use any transformer. So let's suppose I use the simple transformer. So I just remove those center tape symbol and is connections. The input side I must connect it with 2-pin cable. So I just when you just purchase from the market, the 2-pin cable will be looks like this one, 2 wires, 2-wire cable. So it will be looks like this one. So we have to connect the input side with these two. So we have to connect these 2 wires with the 2-pin cable. So there are 2 wires available at the 2-pin cable. So one wire is connected with the one input terminal of transformer, one is connected at the second input of transformer. So that the input will be comes to this transformer, that is 230 AC. When this 2-pin cable placed in the AC socket or home socket, then 230 volt will be come there, because the home AC power supply is 230 volt 50 hertz AC power supply. Okay. So 9 volt I require 9 volt DC supply. So which kind of transformer I should select? I should select a transformer just more than this 5 volt. Okay, but in AC, transformer input is AC, output is AC. So let's suppose I just purchase from the market a transformer which is of 9 volt. Let's suppose this transformer is of 9 volt. It is written on the top of the transformer or at the side plate of transformer 9 volt, 12 volt, 12, 0, 12, like this one. What is the power supply of that transformer? Okay. If you just purchase, or if you just take any transformer from the garbage or any previous project or any old project, and by because of the old transformer, if the whatever you written on the transformer is removed, then you can check it with the help of multimeter. Input just connect with the power supply and the output pins connect with the multimeter, and just to check the AC, because transformer input is AC and output is AC. So on multimeter it will show you that it is 9 volt transformer, it is 12 volt transformer. Okay, so let's suppose it is a 9 volt transformer. These are the 2 pins of transformer. This is 1 pin, this is second pin of transformer. Now at the because I have to build a 5 volt DC supply, I have to use 1000 megahertz transformer, microfarad, 1000 microfarad, 60 volt or 45 volt is enough. 60 capacity. First, to understand how to build the circuitry, then you will ask me if you have any question. So 1000 microfarad, 45 volt capacitor. So the symbol for the microfarad is mu. Mu is the symbol for micro, and F for the farad. So 1000 microfarad, 45 volt, or 1000 microfarad, 60 volt, or 1000 microfarad, 63 volt, any kind of transformer. So the basic, capacitor you have to. So the symbol for the capacitor is this. When you just purchase the capacitor from the market, there are 2 kind of capacitor always. Remember this. One is electrolytic capacitor and the second one is non-electrolytic capacitor. How you differentiate them? Which one is electrolytic, which one is non-electrolytic? Very simple definition. That capacitor on which plus and minus are mentioned. The capacitor in which plus and minus are mentioned. That is electrolytic capacitor. Okay, or we can say the capacitor in which one terminal is long and one terminal is short. That is your electrolytic capacitor. And non-electrolytic is that plus minus not mentioned on the capacitor. Okay, so you can connect like this one, or you can connect like this one, no problem. But the electrolytic capacitor should be connected such that where we have to connect plus, we have to connect plus there. Where I have to connect minus, I have to connect minus there. Okay, so here we should use 1000 microfarad 45 volt capacitor. So I am just showing you the image. This is the basic symbol of capacitor which is in front of you. Two parallel lines are there. Now I am coming with the image of 1000 microfarad capacitor. When you just purchase from the market, how it will look like 1000 microfarad capacitor. So let it be looks like this. For the if you no problem with the 45 volt or 25 volt, any capacitor of 1000 microfarad, 16 volt are also available. So any capacitor of 1000 microfarad, you should connect 40 volts. Okay, I just found it one more image. See this one. On this image, what it looks like, 63 volt 1000 microfarad it is written. So we have to connect to the capacitor over here. How you understand that which one is plus terminal and which one is minus terminal? Just this 1000 microfarad 60 volt. All ranges are available. See this one. There are two pins. This is capacitor actually. Okay, because one side, how you understand that it is electrolytic or non-electrolytic? See very carefully. One pin is larger and the second pin is little bit shorter. Okay. Otherwise, one pin which is connected from the minus sign, and minus sign is written on the capacitor. This is minus symbol. This minus. This is also minus symbol. Okay. So minus pin is this one, or plus pin is this one. This is mentioned on the capacitor. So that is known as your electrolytic capacitor. So we have to connect any capacitor with 1000 microfarad capacitor. The plus terminal will be connected with the upper side and minus terminal should be connected with the lower side. And how the non-electrolytic capacitor looks like? So see this one. This image is of non-electrolytic capacitor. This is a very simple non-electrolytic capacitor. Here no plus and minus is given. Both the terminals are of equal size. No plus and minus are there. So that is electrolytic capacitor. One more example of the large size of non-electrolytic capacitor. This is a non-electrolytic capacitor. So one more example, we know that on fan, at this fan, room fan, or we say the motor which we use at our home, or the cooler, in cooler, we know that there is a capacitor, white color capacitor, large size capacitor is there. So that is also non-electrolytic capacitor. No one, because no plus and minus is there. So that is non-electrolytic capacitor. That is also a non-electrolytic capacitor. Okay. We have to connect a electrolytic capacitor. So let I connect a electrolytic capacitor of 1000 microfarad, such that the plus terminal is connected with the upper side and minus terminal is connected with the lower side. Okay. So I'm just connecting one more image for the capacitor. See this one. These are electrolytic capacitor. This is also electrolytic capacitor. Here written 1000 microfarad. Then see this one. This is a perfect image for this capacitor. Yes. So let it is a 1000 microfarad 25 volt, 63 volt, anything. So let's suppose I just purchase from the market a 1000 microfarad and let's suppose 60 volt. So you will see one side, one terminal is long and one terminal is short. So the long terminal is of plus terminal and the short terminal is of minus. Remember this. Otherwise, minus is indicated here. See again this one. Some is the image of this. So one side minus is indicated on the body. This one is minus. This one is minus. This one is minus. Okay. So this is minus terminal. Otherwise, the long terminal is plus terminal and the short terminal is minus terminal. Okay. So how you can connect this one? The plus terminal should be connected with the upper side. The plus terminal should be connected with the upper terminal, and the minus should be connected with the lower. To improve this, I can rotate this image so you understand simply. Okay, so this plus terminal is connected with this one, and minus terminal is connected with this one. Okay. Or we can move a little bit so that there will be no problem. Now see. This upper side should be connected with the plus and lower side should be connected with the minus. Okay. After this connection, now what I did this. I take a transformer, then I connect a capacitor, then I connect a capacitor. This is the circuit diagram in which the upper terminal is plus and lower terminal is minus. Then I have to connect. No. First of all, you should connect a rectifier, then transformer. Capacitor. I am very sorry for that. First, you have to connect a rectifier. Okay. First, you have to connect a rectifier. Which kind of rectifier? Bridge rectifier. And how the bridge rectifier looks like? You know, the bridge rectifier symbol is this one. Two cathodes. After this bridge rectifier, you will use a capacitor. Okay. So that time, I will save the timing. Instead of explaining which terminal is plus or minus, which capacitor you require, what is electrolytic, what is non-electrolytic, apart from that, I just connect the capacitor. Okay, so you should require a bridge rectifier. So bridge rectifier, I know the basic circuit diagram is two anodes are shorted and two cathodes are shorted. This is the circuit diagram of bridge rectifier. You have to use 4 diodes such that 2 diodes anodes are shorted and 2 diodes cathodes are shorted. Okay, one diode anode and cathode shorted, that will be you have to connect with. I just make this circuit diagram here. Okay. So this transformer is connected with those side of in which one anode and one cathode are shorted, and at the lower side also one cathode and one anode are shorted. Okay. So when you just to go to market to make that, you have to use a diode 1N4007. Which diode you will use? 1N4007. So I just come with the image. Okay. When you just purchase the, you require 4 diodes. This is 1N4007 diode. 2 images are there. I just remove one image. So you will see that in diodes, whenever you connect the diodes, which diode you will use? 1N4007. 1N4007. This is the name of diode which is written on the diode body. You will see. One side is silver side, that is your cathode, and one side is anode. Okay. So you require 4 diodes. You should require 4 diodes. Okay, I just decrease the size. Okay, so 4 diodes I require, that's why I just so 4 diodes I require. So I just come with this image, so it will be very simple for me to explain. Yes. One side is plus and one side consists of silver line over there. Okay. So I require 4 diodes, so I just connect 4 diodes. we'll use this one, so our space will be same. So I have to connect 4 diodes. One side is silver side, that is cathode side, and one side is anode side. Okay? And this is the practical cathode. So I just remove those diodes, practical diodes, and this one is also looks like practical. Okay. So 2 diodes cathode are shorted, 2 diodes anode are shorted. So I just remove this one, rotate this one. Okay. So one anode and one cathode, one anode and one cathode are shorted, and one anode and one cathode are shorted. So one anode and one cathode are shorted. Okay. So one is connected with, one side is connected with transformer upper, and second one is connected with transformer lower. The same thing which I connected this one and this one. One cathode, one anode are connected, then connected to transformer. So one anode and one cathode are connected, one anode and one cathode are connected and connected with the upper side of transformer. One anode and one cathode are connected, okay, and then connected with the transformer. So this is the remaining 2 sides. How we can connect the remaining 2 sides? Okay, so 2 cathodes will be connected and 2 anodes will be connected. 2 anodes will be connected and 2 cathodes will be like this. Now what I have to do? Now these 2 pins in the basic circuit diagram, how you will explain? So in the basic circuit diagram, I am going to explain you that after these 2 terminals, you have to connect a transformer capacitor, which electrolyte equipment I have already been told. 1000 microfarad 45 volt or 1000 microfarad 63 volt or 1000 microfarad 16 volt, any capacitor you should of 1000 microfarad, okay, in which plus terminal is connected with the upper side and minus is connected with the lower side. So now I just come directly with the capacitor image so that we directly connect them. So let it be maybe black color, blue color, any color is there. So it is written over there. If you see very carefully, 1000 microfarad 25 volt capacitor. So let I purchase this capacitor, 1000 microfarad capacitor, 63 volt or yes. So this is a symbol of capacitor in which the long terminal, I have already been told that the long terminal, this one, if you are able to see on image, otherwise I just make a dark image over there. So you will see there are 2 pins. You will always see 2 terminals of the capacitor. One is long terminal and one is short terminal. One is long and one is short terminal. Okay. The long terminal is always positive and the short terminal is always negative. This one is plus and this one is minus. Otherwise, on the body, if you see carefully, on the body of the capacitor, minus is mentioned. So minus terminal is mentioned. It means upper side is, the second side is plus terminal. Okay. So you should connect the plus with the upper side and minus with the lower side. So I have to connect with the help of a wire, the plus with the upper side and the minus with the lower side. Now after this, see very carefully, it will pass from the rectifier. So definitely here at the input side, at the output of transformer, AC signal was there. So AC signal was there. Okay. Now at the output of bridge rectifier, we know that this one is there, no negative pulse, but pulsating AC is there. Okay, but we require a fixed DC, so we have to connect a voltage regulator IC. Voltage regulator IC here. So what is the voltage regulator IC? Voltage regulator IC is voltage regulator IC. We should connect. Voltage regulator IC is that IC whose input is unregulated DC and output is regulated DC. Unregulated means not a fixed DC or more than our requirement, that DC. Okay, not a particular pure DC. but at the output it will generate the fixed DC. The voltage regulator IC generally available in market are of 78 series, 78XX series, understand very carefully, and the second one is 79XX series, which we have to use for the power supply. Remember this thing. What I want to say, 78 series means positive series, means those IC which start from 78 number, that will generate the plus voltage. For example, I require plus 5 volt DC, then I have to go to purchase 78 series. If I require a negative voltage, for example, I require minus 9 volt supply, then for minus 9 volt, minus is there na, so 79 is the series, or those series, those ICs which consist 79 numbers, or there they are related with the negative supply, they are related with the negative supply. Now how we understand that it is of what volt? That 7805, 7805 means a IC, a voltage regulator IC, which generate the positive, 78 means positive, and 05 means 5 volt. So a IC which generate plus 5 volt. Okay? For example, I write down 7812. I just purchase a IC from the market, that is 7812. It means what? 78 means positive and 12 means 12 volt. So a IC which will give you 12 volt DC. Okay. Similarly, if I say 7909, so what is the meaning of this one? 7909. 79 it means negative, and 09 means 9 volt. So a IC will be, which will generate you minus 9 volt. Okay, so that is a 3-pin IC. So I just made a symbol over there. So there are 3 terminal. There are 3 terminal of this IC. 1 terminal, this one, which is here connected. Middle terminal is always the ground terminal, means we have to connect within minus of capacitor. Okay, the first side should be connected with the input, and the third pin is output side. So here, so we have to connect like this one. I just mentioned the name 7805. So this one is 7805. 7805. Now, how practically it will looks like? Now see, it is a black color, and 7805 will be good. Just come with 7805 IC. If you require 9 volt, for example, so which IC you will go for to purchase? 7809. Okay. Yes, 7805. See very carefully. I just come with the image. When you just purchase from the market, the number is always written on the diagram. The number is always written on the diagram. That which number is this one? 7805, 7809, all are. It will be looks like this one. It is in front of you. It is in front of you. It will be looks like this. The first pin is always input pin. I am talking about this pin. Double right from the double right I just showed you. Okay? So the first pin is always the input pin. Where it is connected, it should be connected with the plus of capacitor. So this one is the plus terminal of capacitor. So I just use a jumper wire here in the diagram. So understand that this jumper means this is directly connected with the first one. Okay. So this plus terminal of the capacitor is connected with the first pin of 7805. The middle pin is always the ground pin. I am talking about this one. I am talking about this one. Okay. So the middle pin is connected with the capacitor minus. So the middle terminal we will connect with the minus of capacitor. And the third pin will be at the output side. So third pin will be at the output side. Output taken from the third pin and the middle pins. Output taken from the third pin and the middle pin. Now before the output, one more thing we should connect, that is non-electrolytic capacitor should be connected at the both sides and your circuit will be completed. So non-electrolytic capacitor, small size 0.1 microfarad, 2 capacitors connected at the first pin of voltage regulator IC and third pin of voltage regulator IC and ground, and the second terminal of both the capacitor connected with the ground. Which capacitor we connect? 0.1 microfarad. I just write out 0.1 microfarad. How you understand that it is of 0.1 microfarad? Those capacitor on which 104 is written, it means they are 0.1 microfarad capacitor. 0.1 microfarad. How I understand that 104 means 0? I just come with the image first of all. I just come with the image, so you understand. 0. Like this. So I have to connect to capacitor. So this is the image. 104 will be always written over there. 104 is always written over there. So I require two capacitor. So these are two capacitors. 104. Now 104 means 0.1 microfarad. How? So 104 means 10 multiplied by the third digit should be in power with negative sign. So it means 10 into 10 to the power minus 4. That is what? 10 divided by 10 to the power 4. That is 1 divided by 1000, like this one. No? Okay, so it will be completely 0.1 microfarad. So 103, if you have 103, it means 103 means 0.01 microfarad. 0.01 microfarad. 103 means 10 into 10 to the power minus, that is 0.01 microfarad. Okay, like this one. So 0.001 microfarad, it means 102. So they are easily available in market. Okay. So there are two pins. There are two pins of both the capacitor. I have to connect such that because there is no plus or minus, so you can connect any terminal at the upper side. So the first terminal is connected with the first pin of voltage regulator IC, and this, and the second pin is connected with the ground. So I use a jumper wire and connect with the minus terminal, the middle terminal of the voltage regulator IC. And another one more capacitor, I just move at the upper side so you will not be confused. So the first pin is connected with the third pin of voltage regulator IC, and the second pin of this capacitor is connected with the same ground. Okay. Now the circuit is completed, and now this circuit will give you plus 5 volt DC. We will draw it. We will make this circuitry in the next lecture. We will do this project on multisim software or on Keel software, and we will check with the help of the virtual multimeter or CRO how the output will. If you just connect a mobile charger pin over there, I just come with here. Charging cable image. The mobile charging cable looks like this one. You know that mobile charging cable will be looks like this one. Okay, we don't require this side. Don't require this. Okay, you know that this is a mobile charging cable which I have to put in my mobile socket. Is it visible? Yes. So I have to wrap that one. So you will see there are two wires will be there. Okay, so the positive wire should be connected with the upper side, and the second wire should be connected with the lower side. Then it will charge your mobile. It will charge your mobile. Okay. So this is we make a mobile charger. But if I find a 5 volt DC, but the mobile will take more time for the charging. Why? Because the transformer which we will generally used is of milliampere, 250 milliampere, 150 milliampere, 300 milliampere. Okay, so we have to require ampere range for fast charging. So we can change the transformer by a high ampere rating transformer. Okay. So I hope you understand about this total circuitry and how to make this power supply for any project you want to build, definitely you require a power supply of 9 volt. For the 9 volt, what you will for example, let's suppose you require a 5 volt instead of this 5 volt DC, you require a 9 volt DC. Then what you have to make a change? I just remove this charging cable because it is just for example. Give you example. A 5 volt DC I find. For 9 volt DC, what the circuit is same. Only this IC you should change. This IC you should change. So that is 780. Okay. And also the transformer. The transformer is a 9 volt. So 12 volt transformer you can use. Otherwise 9 volt will also generate no problem. But you should use a higher range. Okay. Only this. Okay. Let's suppose you require a 12 volt out DC. 12 volt DC. Then the transformer is of 16 volt transformer you can use. Any higher range compared to the whatever you require. So 16 volt transformer you should use. It means it will generate 16 volt AC, right? Let's suppose I do not change the IC and I require a 9 volt DC power supply, and so I connect 7809. The transformer you can use 12 volt. If you use 16 volt, then no problem. The output will be 9 volt again because you connect 7809. Okay. The transformer is not 12 volt, just greater to 9 volt. But if it is 16 volt, then also no problem. It will generate 9 volt. It will generate only 9 volts. So I hope you understand about how to design a power supply, how to make the proper connections and all those things. So I, Rakesh from Gyanwar University, wants to say you thanks for watching this video. And if you have any query, you can ask me. Thank you very much.